So what's the type of work that you put in to make sure that y'all are still standing and upholding each other?
We go to counseling. I sit down and try to talk to her. She not always wanting to hear what I got to say because I say a lot of crazy things. But I'm sure I do sometimes, but not all the time. But for me, for the work that I put in, my work is, again, staying in my roles, doing what I'm supposed to do, taking her places, making her feel special, taking care of her car, and anything that she needs.
Hey guys, it's your girl Creek 21 Boom coming at y'all. Exciting news, new podcast alert, 3 sides. And we're going to talk to y'all a little bit about it. Well, I'd like to start off by saying I've been doing podcasting for about 8 years now. Lies. 8 months. That's what I meant to say. I have my own personal one, Creek 21 Boom. And then I have a live podcast show that I'm a part of called All Emotions Asides. And now our new baby, 3 Sides. And I'm joined with these two fellas. I'm a behavioral health tech by day, and then I got my boots on the ground at night, like I do, and I'm bringing it big, bold, and honest, like I always do. And my next guest, I'll let him introduce himself.
I'm Deshaun Hackett. Some people call me Sean. Some people call me Deshaun. Whichever one really works for me. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I'm 26 years old. I do not sound like no T.I. You got me messing up. I'm a accounting manager. You see, and I don't even know what I said, but yeah, that's basically it. I'm a very plain guy.
And I'm Rico, retired from the military about 7 years ago. On July 31st, made 7 years. I travel around. I play dominoes. That's pretty much it. I just out there living my best life, as they say.
Okay, so we're going to talk about why 3 sides. Well, for me, it's new, it's fresh, and with the world what the world got going on now is like pitting us against each other, him against her, her against him. And here we have her, him, and the voice of reason. Pick and choose whichever one. We got all 3 sides coming at you, and we're going to listen and we're going to learn together. There's not going to be any fights. I promise you that.
For me, the purpose for us and the podcast is to bring our people back together, or anyone that wants to listen to us speak. Love will bring things back around. So, damn, I messed up. I forgot what I was
Sean.
Sean, go ahead.
Basically,
that out.
Podcast for you.
Yeah, the podcast means for me basically hearing perspectives, wanting to learn from individuals that probably don't think just like you or don't see the world just like you. Like, some people are colorblind, some people are tone deaf, and guess what, we all hear a different tune and see something very different from the next individual. So this allows 3 individuals to come up, speak their mind, and just let you allow to listen to our opinions, and maybe probably come up to an understanding of why we think off of every episode that we may put out. We'll go back to you, on.
What is your perspective on relationships? No, I'm good. I'm good.
My perspectives on relationship, it all just varies depending upon the relationship. It all just varies depending upon the relationship. I love my intimate romantic relationship or relationships whenever intertwining in them, but of course I'm going to have those drawbacks. I'm going to have my flaws. The individual I'm dealing with going to have theirs. I love networking, friendships. I love my mom. Like, that's probably a very good relationship I have, and my best relationship is with God.
I love that. I was hoping you didn't leave that out.
Oh, victory on my shirt with a cross in the middle.
This is actually our second take on the introduction. So that's why we're having this little trouble. But it's okay. It happens, right? So my take on relationships are you get out what you put in. Is that whole like bank deposit. So like some people kind of want to withdraw all the time and don't deposit anything. And like my friend said, here, you lead with love. You just probably can't go wrong with that. But y'all need to start depositing instead of depositing instead of withdrawing from people, because it's a lot of people that use other people until they can't use them anymore, and then they protect those things, and it should be the opposite way around. So I think whatever you put into something, then you'll get out of it.
You said a lot when you said that. What you put into it is what you get out. Because being with a woman for a long time, like I have been, it definitely is work. And you're definitely not always going to get along. You're going to bump heads a lot, but you have to work at it. And you have to have two people who want to work at it. If one person wants to fix it and another person isn't willing to work, then that person is going to have to leave, move around, do something, or you can go to counseling, whatever it takes. But I can tell you from my experience, oh my God, it takes a lot of work to be with one person for a very, very long time.
So what's the type of work that you put in to make sure that y'all are still standing and upholding each other?
We go to counseling. I sit down and try to talk to her. She not always wanting to hear what I got to say because I say a lot of crazy things. But I'm sure I do sometimes, but not all the time. But for me, for the work that I put in, my work is, again, staying in my roles, doing what I'm supposed to do, taking her places, making her feel special, taking care of her car, and anything that she needs from me. That's what I do. That's free. What about you?
And if it's not recepted or reciprocated, what do you do then? Is there a time limit? Do you wait until she come around?
Hey, that's what I would do. I would
leave and then come back.
You don't necessarily have to come back, but it's up to you. If that person decides that they want to work on it, then you go back. But if they don't want to work on it, it's kind of
let's just
pointless.
be honest though. It's not easy to just leave something you built it and invested in, your heart, your emotions, your soul, and then if it's children involved, it's not so simple to just get up and leave. What do you do?
We was talking about earlier about the relationships. We said that they should leave, but to me that's kind of the same thing. Regardless if you've been married or with them for a very long time, if you're unhappy with the way that person is treating you, it's going to ruminate in your head over and over again, and you're never going to be happy. That's why I said you should leave. No one should stay anywhere where they're not appreciated or feel like they're being mistreated. The amount of time they've been together, that shouldn't even matter. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I like change. Maybe not such a big change and shock like that, but I'm not going to stay anywhere where I'm mistreated. I don't care if I've been with you 40 years.
Okay, so she's still trying. That's why you still there?
Of course.
Okay, I didn't know.
Or is she doing?
You ain't getting all in my personal business.
Hey, you brought your personal business to the podcast.
But you were asking too many questions now. Yeah, I'm not about to do all that.
Well, that's dope. And I do agree, as long as both parties are still trying, then you should keep going if that's what you want to do. But when one person shuts down and says, I no longer want to do it or put in the work, then you probably should leave, which is why I'm leaving my situation, because he said he's done putting in the work in so many words, and he's actually showing me. So I have to put myself and my well-being first, meaning go find and get, and I will, what I'm looking for.
What you looking for?
Man, you took the words right out of my mouth. What are you looking for, fellas?
Somebody who's going to reciprocate the love that I bring, and not necessarily how I bring it, but how the love that I bring. Like, I deserve that. Like, I love my friends, my family. I love everybody. Like, how the man I choose don't love me. I feel like I'm the problem because I keep choosing these unemotionally available men. And I know it's attached to my father, but because I know that, when I recognize it, I got to go.
What do you mean it's attached to your father?
So my father was much like, no, not like you. He was in and out. Like, so when he come, he would take us ice cream to the beach. Like, it's the greatest time ever. So he could do no wrong because every time he came, it was good. But I didn't realize until I got older that he was never there for the hard stuff, like fighting in school or with my grades, or when I had a disagreement with my mom and she hit me with a crutch. Like, he was never there. He popped in and he popped out. So, and I thought he loved us because when he did come, he did stuff for us. So my love for a man was attached to what he's doing for me. So, so the guy I'm with, he does everything that I would, I guess, assume a man was supposed to do, like with the car, pay the bills and all that. But emotionally, there's no holding. There's no, like all those things that a woman needs. And I think women need this. I don't even think it's a want. I think women need to be held, to be loved on, that it doesn't cost anything. These things don't even cost nothing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't a person want to do that is beyond me. But again, he has a story and I'm not telling it. So that's a whole different thing. But trauma is real.
Yeah.
Like, it is real. And we have been taught from a young age, sweeping stuff under the rug. We can't talk about this, stay in the kid's place. And then we realize as adults that stuff still affects us because of the way we are now. We're acting it out in real life. So we have to deal with those things.
So basically what you say, you need time. And I could relate to that on another personal note, being that I was in the military for so long. I was never home. I was in and out. I was that dad that bought the kids something when I was there. And once I retired, being around as much, I realized I didn't know my children. I had no idea who they were. And I'm still, because there's so many of them, I'm still trying to build relationships and learn who they are.
You've been in the military how long?
I was in over 20 years.
Let me ask you this. So is there a point where you just shut down and don't communicate at all?
Yes.
I find that, it is? I was going to say, I find it hard to believe.
I did. No. I done away with a bunch of people in my family over time. And I believe that it was on them, but once I retired, I seen that a lot of my ways was because of the military, and I saw where I was wrong, and I actually apologized to a lot of people. But the military made me emotionally numb to everything.
Let me ask Sean.
I was something I was about to say in regards to
ahead.
I want to always tell you I appreciate you for your service and everything, but I also want to give you your credit because it's not like you didn't want to be there. It's not like you just were, hey, I don't want to be with my kids or anything.
Right.
You had a service that you wanted to commit to, and that's what you committed to, and you still was present as much as you could be. So you just got to give yourself credit in regards.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. But go ahead.
I wanted to ask though, like, when you decide to become silent, because that's what I deal with, like a lack of communication with a lot of people because they don't want to have those hard conversations. And I'm all about having those hard conversations because on the other side of the hard conversation is growth and healing, which is detrimental to relationships to grow. So what besides all the trauma that happened in a little bit that made you say, okay, I got to talk to him. Like, I don't know what happened to made you come back around and talk to your mom. Like, what is it that make you say, all right, enough is enough silence and I need to talk to the person?
It's always, after that time, I was in therapy, and my therapist, after a few years, she finally told me, she said, the only way you're going to get past this, you need to talk to her, tell her what you got to tell her, build a relationship, and you will be better. And in the beginning, when it happened, I actually was better. Once we started having any type of relationship, I realized that all those women that I was messing with, it wasn't the sex that I was after.
Women? What are we talking about now?
And I've messed with a bunch of women, but I realized it wasn't just sex. It wasn't sex that I was actually after. I wanted a woman to love me, and she told me that was tied to feeling like my mom didn't love me.
Absolutely.
And because once they would tell me they love me, I would always leave and move to the next one. Yeah, so that trauma is real when it comes to that.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah. So but I'm still healing.
Can you apologize to all those women that said they love you and you left them?
I apologize, ladies, and telling you don't ever say I love you to me was wrong, and leaving you was even worse because of it. So I apologize. Hey, well, look, that's another episode of Three Sides. We hope that y'all have learned something about us, and leave some comments, say something. If you got a question or you got something we want to talk about, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Three Sides. Peace.
Yeah.
Triangle.